Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button to help the channel out. But also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains to share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now, with that said, here we go. So, Caps, an update video. As we normally do, we're going to go over the blogs, drop the ECs, and then at the end give our conclusion. So, when you go to the first one here, that was actually from July 26th, which was a Star Trek Online PC maintenance blog. So, what does it have here? So, from that date, since we didn't go over it in our last video, resolved an issue that caused the console universal temporal disorder to have no cooldown after activation. So the last video that we did, they disabled this, and there was a tweet out actually on the Star Trek Online X feed. So now it is fixed. Next up, resolved an issue that caused the Starship trait temporal stasis field to not have a description when hovering the mouse over it in the traits menu. Lastly here, resolved an issue causing the glow of the starboard nacelle of the premonition to be too small when going to warp. Didn't even notice it when we were on it. So the known issues as of this patch note there from the 26th. So currently, the Achilles Miracle Worker Heavy Dreadnought is missing the cyclical quantum slipstream drive and a universal console slot, which is a big deal. And you know what, to be honest, I actually even missed that. It being a Miracle Worker, full Miracle Worker, it should have that extra slot. Currently, the Typhon Command Escort Carrier's bridge officer stations does not match the stations in its description, so that's changed. So we have actually been on all the ships. If you've been with us on either the YouTube or Twitch bridge, we've done a build on each and every one of them. We're gonna have to kind of go through them again, kind of refine them a little bit, and then of course we will do our build videos and share them here, of course, on what we did. And I will just say I've been having a lot of fun with it, and we just have to go over it again. And the performance of each and every one of them, it's actually exceeded what I thought they would do. So, but we'll go over that in another video. So that's that. There's some tweets here about the Star Trek Online X feed tweeting the Heritage Bundle reviews from other captains like Stu1701, shout out to him, Endeavor Gaming, shout out to him for their stuff, and we're gonna do our own, so look out for that. But so far, I've been loving the bundle 100%. So next up here, Star Trek Online is having PC maintenance, and this is August 1st, so as of the drop of this video, this was yesterday. So we're just gonna go over them here. So resolved an issue with the Typhon where it had too many tactical bridge officer seats. The Lieutenant Commander Tactical has been correctly downgraded to Lieutenant Tactical. So hence why we have to go over the build again, just to make those changes. And here, of course, for the Achilles, added the additional universal console slot to the Achilles Miracle Worker Heavy Destroyer to match other Miracle Worker ships. So that's awesome. And to be honest, I'll just say this outright. The Achilles has outperformed both the ships. It's not my favorite of the bundle, but performance-wise, it did really well, like super well. Well, we'll have to see how it does again after these changes, but I have a feeling that it's probably just going to be about the same. Resolved an issue with the Premonition Temp Op Science Spearhead that prevented that ship from equipping dual cannons. Not really a problem for us because we just kind of try to keep it as, well, I guess canon as is to the video games and or the trailer, as we just saw it use beams and torpedoes, so that's what we did. But again, look out for that. Resolved an issue with the prototype phaser hexacannons that caused it to act like a torpedo. So this is probably my favorite, and I will definitely be putting this on one of my Defiants that has the experimental weapon slots, because this is really cool and it has performed relatively well. Even with the recent bug, or it wasn't fixed, or it was acting like a torpedo, it still did pretty good. And I think on a ISC run that this ship did about, let's say, north of 800k, it did about a ninth of the DPS. So that's absolutely amazing. Not the best, but for those who love the cannon builds, and when I say cannon, with one N, so screen accurate, I think you're going to really like these cannons. Resolve an issue preventing the unlock of Valkyrie squadron fighters when owning the Typhon. Resolve an issue preventing the Typhon command escort carrier from using the Type 7A hull material. Resolve an issue with a certain windows and lights on the premonition appearing to flicker. Resolve an issue causing the glow of the starboard nacelle of the premonition to be too small when going to warp. So there you go, that's all fixed. So the known issues here. Currently, the Achilles Miracle Worker Heavy Destroyer is defaulting to normal quantum slipstream drive over the cyclical quantum slipstream drive. So that's going to be changed. Hopefully that is fixed soon. So there's that. Next up, this is now for my console caps. Oh, let's just ignore that. This is just for my console caps. So captains on the Xbox and PlayStation save 20% on all ships in the Zen store this weekend. So as of this video, this sale is going on. So for limited time on Xbox and PlayStation, save 20% on all Zen store ships. Not the best sale. Of course, 35 would be better, but 20% is there for you, Caps, if you have the resources and you have been waiting for a sale. So here you go. So from August 1st to the 5th on the Xbox and PlayStation, having a 20% ship sale. So enjoy not just a discount on our ships, but fleet modules, dry dock slots, and ship upgrade tokens as well. Have you been eyeing a new ship or ship bundle in the C store? Now is the time to grab the ship you've always dreamt of commanding, if you're okay with the 20% sale. So all ships and dry dock slots in the C store are 20% off. This includes bundles which are comprised only of ships. This does not include bundles that have items other than ships in them. The ship upgrade token bundle, and the fleet module are all 20% off as well. So there is that. So lastly, Mud is adding 3 new items to his market on PC today, including universal kit modules and a tier 6 ship, together with a 75% discount. So what are the new items here in the Mud store? So the universal kit module, Sumpack Energy Rebounder, and V'ger probes are coming to Mud's market on PC, together with the Fakiri Barjai Interceptor. So interesting. So all right, that's enough. Me 27 and me 38. You were supposed to be on watch duty. How did the Alliance find us that time? Oh, excuses. God, I wish I didn't have to go to work with so many of myself. I always have a laugh with these. Well, I have a suggestion. We need to acquire some security items and quickly talk to our contacts, and maybe one of those Sumpack Energy Rebounders and those V'ger probes the Alliance captains are always summoning these days, and get me a really fast, really scary ship, like one of those ones that the Klingons demons fly. What? Me 38? Yes. Get me more than one of each. Get a whole inventory of them. Maybe we can at least make some money off this disaster. That's pretty funny. 3 new items are coming to Mud's market on PC starting today. Get your hands on the following. So again, the Sumpack Energy Rebounder Universal Kit Module, the V'ger Probes Universal Kit Module, and the Fakiri Barjai Interceptor. So this is on the PC. Of course, this will follow in about 3 weeks to a month on the console. Not only that, but to enter the Mud's market, accept the bundles, is 75% off. So that is, as of this video, up until August 5th. So these 3 items, so we'll go over them quickly. So the Sumpack Energy Rebounder Universal Kit Module. We'll just go here to the Stowe Wiki. So the Universal Kit Module Sumpack Energy Rebounder is a unique kit module which allows the user to deploy 2 stationary emitters. A large beam similar to the laser hazards found in the arena of Sumpack is continuously fired between the emitters, dealing heavy plasma damage to any enemy caught within. So here it is here. Description: creates a sonic pack energy rebounder. Plasma damage when entering the rebounder. Plasma damage every 0.25 seconds. Creates 2 untargetable turrets, lasting 20 seconds with a 35-second recharge rate. So again, this was actually a event prize or special event prize, which happened in 2022, which was absolutely crazy to think how long ago that was, about 2 years ago. And that's usually the time frame for items to come to the MUDs market, but that was for completing the no-win scenario event there back in 2022. I really can't recommend this module. It is stationary, as it said, and there is that sort of huge plasma beam, but if your enemies are moving, they're not, unless you corner them, or let's say you kind of sort of gravel them in place, like those chains of Grethor there on the ground, or some sort of gathering kit that can get all the NPCs in one place, and then perhaps activate that, or activate it beforehand, then you can get them caught in there. But really, when I was using it for the recent delete alt control event there, it really didn't really do anything, but I was using it because that's the only kits I had for my free-to-play account. So this one I really can't recommend, but if you captains are collecting them for your collection, well, there you go, it is now in the MUD store. Next up, the V'ger Probes Universal Kit module. Now this I will 100% recommend. I find that this is very useful, and it does actually help with plasma damage when you have that for your personal endeavor. And it actually does do significant damage to the targets. And I actually, in conjunction with a bunch of my other kits like Ball Lightning, it really did help in clearing groups of enemy in that event, and really anything that I do ground. So the V'ger Probes is a unique kit module which summons V'ger Probes that seek out foes and severely damage any that stray too close. So V'ger Probes deal plasma damage. 3 V'ger Probes appear near your targeted foe while moving toward nearby foes for 20 seconds. Plasma damage per second to the closest foe within 15 meters. And of course, this is stating, or not stating at the moment, but depends on your stats, I believe. So it is plasma damage per second to all foes within contact. Recharge is 1 minute 15 seconds. So this was from the Feast event, which was again from 2 years ago. So between the two kits, definitely do recommend this one if you're going to pick one up. It actually does help on the ground, in my opinion, when I've used it. So there's that. And lastly, the Fikiri Rajai Interceptor. We can actually go to the actual blog of the ship. So that is how it looks like. It really is a Fikiri type ship, and it was a fun ship, definitely. I can't really recommend it, to be honest, but since we got it for free, we flew it, so we did a video on it, and it performed relatively well. But like I said, anything performs relatively well as long as you build it and synergize it as best you can. But we'll go over the stats here. Now, this was the winter event prize from 2022 as well. So we're not going to go over that, but we'll just go over quickly the stats. So the ship comes with Lieutenant Commander Universal / Temporal Operative Bridge Officer Seat and a Lieutenant Tactical Intel Bridge Officer Seat. So more of the information here. So the weapons, you got 5, 4, and 2 aft with 2 device slots, and the bridge officer stations, 1 Lieutenant Tactical / Intel, 1 Commander Tactical, 1 Ensign Engineering, 1 Lieutenant Commander Science, and 1 Lieutenant Commander Universal Temp Op. Or CCL. Of course, this will be all linked below. We're not going to go over this. We're just going to go over some of the highlights of this ship. There's this Admiralty stats right there. So the Portal of the Damned. So it is capable of tearing open dimensional gates that allow the fiery energies of the Fikiri realms to spill into spill, I should say, into local space. Those openings may also be traversed by entities resembling the lost souls of Grethor Strait from Klingon folklore. So the passive of this console is a boost to Starship Exotic particle generator skill, as well as armor penetration with weapons versus the foes affected by damage over time effect. So again, you can put this on any ship. The trait is tear open the gates. While this trait is slotted, all of the anomalies created by your bridge officer anomaly abilities will periodically allow lost souls to pass through ruptured space, allowing those vicious entities to tear into nearby enemy starships. So you're going to have a bunch of lost souls. If you want to use this in your theme build of this ship, you can go ahead and do that. There are only going to be a max of 12 lost souls. And it does come also with an experimental weapon, the Ravager Shriek, a projectile built to send out the unique energies of the Valkyrie at foes in a target area, causing their ships to experience a burst of intense hull melting heat. It is unknown for certain if the heat experienced is entirely real, or partially some from an exotic reality bending energy. So again, if you're going for a theme build Valkyrie, this has a bunch that you can throw on this ship. It's built into it, has the trait, the console, and of course you can just go have at her. It's a nimble ship. We did have fun with it. Can I recommend it really? No. If you missed it, you want to just add it to your collection, you're a captain that loves to add to your fleet, well then there you go. It is going to be in the MUDs store. But of the three new items here, the only one I'd really highly recommend definitely is the V'ger probes. That was a reward 2 years ago, and if you have the resources, well there you go. The sale is on as of this video, but you can get it there in the MUDs market. So captains, that is the video. Just a quick update of the things we've missed over here the last week. So do us a favor, hit the like button, comment below which items are you gonna get, or which items you recommend from the MUDs market there, not only to our PC captains, but of course to our console captains when these items go there. But also subscribe here to the YouTube Bridge, and we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.